I want to get Lawrence's opinion first of all, concentrating first of all just on Max Verstappen. How much has he changed since winning the title last year?
Oh, he's almost like a completely different driver. I think you can see that the pressure has come off him. He always talked about, he didn't get stressed about racing, he didn't get nervous. But as the season went on last year, you could see that the nerves were there. And as the title chase became tighter with Lewis, this year he's come back. He's smiling so much more. He's more engaging when he talks to the media. He's more engaging just generally with other people within the paddock. And then on track, he's got that level that he had last year, and he's just taken it up a notch, mostly by adding a bit of maturity. He's taken maybe even 0.5% back on the way that he just all-out attacks a Grand Prix, and he's just making a more measured decision. And ultimately, when you put that together with the talent that he's already got, it's just made him such a potent force this year that's why he's gone on and won 10 races in 15 attempts. And is going, like you said at the beginning, Matt, for this record that Sebastian Vettel and Michael Schumacher's got. He just isn't putting a foot wrong. And when he does, do you remember in Hungary, he spun and he still went on to win the race when he came back from 10th on the grid. Even when he's having difficult races, again, like in Spa, he's finding a way to win. And I think that's what's crucial. That's the kind of thing that he's added to his bow.
It's a topic that Alex and I discuss a lot about driver psychology. I think it's quite interesting that he doesn't have the fastest car over one lap. He's only had pole 4 times this year. As you said, 10 wins. He had pole 10 times last year. And we should talk about pole, shouldn't we? Because qualifying was super close last year with 0.038 of a second, 3 or 4 thousandths. This year it was 2 thousandths of a second between Max. And so he's calm, but he's also extremely fast.
What's so interesting about this, sorry, Matt, is, we talked a bit about it in the last race as well, because the last race of Spa was the first race we actually saw proper domination in the like of what happened starting with Mercedes or Schumacher did in the last few of his Ferrari years. We've not seen that from Max before. And like Lawrence was talking about, there's less pressure on his shoulders all of a sudden, because, when he came into Formula One, we always knew he'd be a legend, didn't he? Came in at 17, did not make any mistakes, got promoted up to Red Bull, the senior team, and won his very first race there. So we were all saying he's going to be a multiple world champion, and it didn't happen for him for a few years simply because he didn't have a quick enough car. And then last year, the way he raced his game, the way he didn't get flustered, the way he took the championship from Hamilton in arguably a car that might be a bit slower than the Mercedes for the majority of the year. And now, wow, it is very interesting. Like all the reasons Lawrence just gave, it's the first time dominating now. You may say he's not had the fastest car of a single lap, but the last few races that Red Bull's, race pace has been fantastic, and we're seeing a different element of him now.